And
So this topic I've thought about recently. This guy is such a creative genius. It's just unfathomable.
DaVinci, you mean?
Yeah, Leonardo da Vinci is who we mentioned before the break. And it's the same guy we're talking about now. A phenom of human accomplishment. This guy, Leonardo da Vinci, and Leonardo da Vinci was not his actual name, by the way. Da Vinci he came from the town of Vinci. So Da Vinci is, basically Leonardo from Vinci.
Oh, dope.
Right. He had a longer name, and I'm not even going to attempt to disrespect his family name by trying to pronounce it right now. Right. But it's not that long and complicated. I just don't want to take that risk.
All right.
You know, I admire this guy much, as everyone should.
You're forgiven.
I think Da Vinci, yeah. So I'm not going to rob him of that shit. So there was a period of time where, during the Holy Roman Empire, Italy wasn't as we know it was today, or even 100 years ago. Yeah, this was a while back. This was the end of the 1400s, the beginning of the 16th century, the 1500s.
1500s, beginning of 16th century.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the 16th century is the 1500s.
Correct.
The 1500s.
But you did mention 1400 in there.
Yeah.
So you're...
I screw that up in my mind all the time.
I'm drunk. Don't fuck with me.
Right. I'm trying to make that clarification so other people understand also, because I have trouble with that. So this was 1502 to be very specific.
Woo! Them dudes knew how to party.
There was this guy. His name was Leonardo. He was from this town called Vinci. And he was hanging out with this other guy, Cesare Borgia. Cesare Borgia, for you history buffs out there, a.k.a. fucking nerds. Fucking nerds, you guys. Why do you know this? Cesare Borgia was a powerful politician. Back at this time, like I said, during the Holy Roman Empire, Italy was more like city-states. Like Rome was a city-state, and so was Florence.
Right. Individually sovereign, if you will.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So Florence was the area that Leonardo was coming from during this period of time, claiming his rep down in that 678045761 or whatever.
Throw your signs up.
Area codes. So he's over, and Florence is in opposition to Pisa. Another, nowadays it's an Italian city, but back then it was another city-state, and it was powerful. So Florence, and I had to look at a map to see this, all right, because it does get geographical, because we're talking about we're talking about. Yeah,
right.
A river, yeah. So Florence is more central to the boot of Italy. It's more central, both southern-wise and... horizontal-wise. It's more or less central. Florence is a central spot. It doesn't have... It's not on the beach. Florence is not on the beach. It's landlocked. But they do have the Argo River flowing down from the northeast, going past Florence.
You got a river flowing through your shit?
And it goes through... And it's massive. And it causes problems sometimes.
Right.
But this flows over through Pisa, which is not directly on the beach, but it's very close.
Right.
It's close to the outlet of this river, the Argo River.
You could say it's leaning a little bit.
Pisa's leaning towards the river?
Yeah, that was a very bad pun I just tried right there.
There was nothing I could do to help you out.
Carry on.
I thought.
I put you on a spot on that one. You owe me nothing.
So this river flows through there. And if these two city-states are at war, that's a very important trade route and a very important military route. That's a spot where Pisa could cut off Florence at any given time.
Ooh.
Once they try to sail down the river and get to the Mediterranean, they're blocked by Pisa.
Right.
They don't even know necessarily that they are blocked until they get there. And then there's, obviously there's war after that.
Right.
There's
We
fighting
finna
going
flex.
on after that.
Yeah.
This presented a huge problem for Florence.
Right.
So-
Pisa got some leverage all of a sudden.
Well, it was weird how, I guess it's weird now also, but it was weird how politics worked back then, because everybody was sort of friends with everybody, but everybody hated and wanted to kill each other and take each other's countries.
Yeah, that sounds
Also.
cool.
They would hang out, but they'd also be trying to kill each other in their militaries. So, Niccolo Machiavelli. You ever heard that name?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
Pretty powerful name.
Tell me more. Sounds cool.
He was more or less, those guys that are just always involved in some shit?
Just balls deep in some nefarious shit.
Every time you turn around, it's this guy that's involved in some stuff.
Oh,
well,
man.
that was Niccolo Machiavelli.
Dope.
He stayed important in politics. He was a political advisor. He served for the government of Florence.
Oh, he's bona fide.
At this time, and this was a big trigger in his life also, this entire situation with Leonardo da Vinci. So Cesare Borgia was powerful in Pisa. He was many things, as a matter of fact. He was a cardinal. He was also a military leader.
Who was this?
Other things. This is Cesare Borgia.
Borgia?
Borgia.
All right.
This was right at 1502, right at the turn of the century. Powerful guy. I assume he made some powerful conquests somewhere or made a name for himself at some point. I didn't get a chance to look into that shit because that's not what we're talking about. It's
No, let's get back to the
he's
river.
A powerful guy, and that's all you need to know. So Leonardo gets around. Yeah, he's hanging out with everybody at every different time. Back in those days during the Enlightenment, if you were an artist and you were really good at what you did, you would find sponsors. You would find people that would just pay for everything you do. As long as you put out creative content and you helped, whatever agenda they had.
Pimping is what pimping is.
And DaVinci did amazing things. Other than this, what we're talking about, just amazing, unbelievable.
Of course.
So he was just chilling at Cesare Borgia's property.
Borgia.
Yeah, he's there in the
Go
palace,
out to
whatever it
Borgia's
is.
place and fucking party it up.
For whatever reason, Machiavelli comes from Florence and makes a political visit to Borgia over in Pisa. And I'm not even sure if the reason was to discuss politics or to chill and probably smoke weed. I'm imagining that's what happened between the two.
I mean, we do got to know if we, is it weed friendly? We going to a weed friendly place?
Yeah. Is Pisa no Pisa? Pisa no Pisa?
Talk to me.
So they hooked up. Somehow, Leonardo da Vinci and Machiavelli, they hooked up. And, Machiavelli's known for scheming.
Yeah.
And he wanted to do something that's going to both benefit Florence militarily and economically. He needed a big move. He spoke to Da Vinci, who had been obsessed with just water and water flow for many years. He kind of thought about a topic like this
physics?
for a long time. Yes. That's eventually what it became. In the 1500s, there wasn't much of a concept of physics, but it started developing after the Enlightenment.
Right.
He was one of those key characters. This guy is so important. So they came up with this plan that if Pisa couldn't block Florence off from the river, then they would become a seaport, because they would block Pisa off from the river by stealing the fucking river. They came up with a plan. They just said, fuck you guys. We're going to route this about a mile south. We're just going to take your fucking water. It's all going to be gone. No more drinking, cleaning, none of that.
So it was an eventual fight that was going to happen. If we're going to make this play, we're going to make this play, and it's about the river. Fuck you.
Machiavelli was of the mindset that he wanted to find a solution to this, whether it was aggressive or not, and he wanted to do it without violence. That was the key.
Yeah.
He did not
and
want
you obviously
bloodshed
want
to happen.
the benefit of the river.
Right, and the only guy that he could find that had that much couth and that much understanding of the situation was DaVinci.
Ooh.
And that much ambition of
All
both.
the time.
So they worked together on this. Machiavelli, who was he was somewhat of a character in Florence government. I don't even think his official title was ambassador or anything like that to the other side. He just kind of hung around. And I've looked into this also. I'm not pulling this out of my ass. I looked up what was Machiavelli doing in Florence during the 1500s in government.
Official.
I'm looking for a specific job title. Could not find it. He just chills and hangs out and makes deals. Makes things happen. So they started working on this design.
The Roger Stone.
Exactly. He just hangs around and makes deals. Kind of like maybe more like, what was his name?
Talk to me.
The most evil guy on earth, not Dick Cheney, the other guy.
I don't know. It's hard when you shoot straight Dick Cheney.
It's right on the tip of my tongue. I can't think.
Karl Rove?
Yeah! Yeah! That's it! Yeah, that guy. Yeah, the puppet master.
These motherfuckers, they
fucking
all
guys.
be in the same circle. It's funny how that is.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that. So they set about this. Leonardo engineered this because he's also an engineer on top of everything else. Dax is distracted by pussy on his lap.
Sorry, Tom Kitty.
He don't even have to throw out no ones.
I'm a big sucker for kitties. And we're going to, not to stop what we're doing with DaVinci, but we are. Oh, he just face rubbed the microphone. We're definitely going to do a kitty cat portion. We're going to figure that out. We're going to do like kitty cats of Instagram or something like we do the smoke shows. But something about kitties. Go make yourself comfortable, Tomcat, right on my belly. Oh, okay, DaVinci.
I prefer kitties with a T.
God, whatever. Kitties.
So these two started working together. Leonardo laid out the plans. Master engineer, this guy. He laid out this plan for
Finish steal they shit. Quit hitting the microphone.
Stealing that river. He was going to make an opening on the side of the river that was 80 feet wide. By the time it narrowed down to the closest inlet, I suppose. I don't know the terms for that.
Oh, we just finna reroute this motherfucker. That's what that means.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to
we're
reroute
finna
it.
Just take it.
Yeah. It would flow through. The way it was routed, it would flow by their town already. But it ended at Pisa. And Pisa could block it off if they wanted to. So they wanted to run it south. To completely bypass Pisa. So that's what their plan was. This was 64 feet wide at the end of it, 80 feet coming in off of the river that they're stealing.
Damn, you did do your research.
DaVinci wanted it to be one canal. Not separate canals, just one canal. And this is important by the end of the story. But he even designed new machinery just to get this job done.
Dope.
Which was, I don't think, a lot of his designs were not implemented. They were realistic, but the builders at the time just couldn't do a lot of the stuff that he...
Right.
Yeah, but he understood a lot of principles of building and architecture and tensile strength, I've mentioned before. Yeah, all these things that were not an established thing. He just understood it. He was so good at it.
Ahead of his time.
Yeah, amazing. Really amazing. But by the time this was all said and done, they got a grant from the Florence government, the Florentine government, to pay for all this. It was going to be 50,000 man-hours. So whatever amount of time they wanted done, they had to find the men to do it in that amount of time.
Right, we're talking about pyramid numbers.
Yeah, DaVinci even calculated the man-hours in 1502.
Dope.
this is incredible, just effort.
Imagine how pissed off that smart motherfucker was in such a primitive time with that level of fucking intelligence.
Right, that's what I mean.
Woo!
Yeah, and there were some contemporaries because it was the Enlightenment. That was actually the age of the Ninja Turtles. Yeah, Raphael, Michelangelo.
Yes.
Yeah, and I heard that Leonardo actually had a feud with Michelangelo for real.
Oh, nice.
I haven't read anything into that yet. Maybe I could bring that up.
Yeah, that's a future topic.
Yeah. Anyway, so this thing was designed. They were granted the money to start construction, but Leonardo da Vinci was not able to be present at all. And it's debated whether or not he was just busy, which he was,
right,
or they didn't want him involved. They wanted his construction, his input, and didn't want him to be there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's up for debate.
Steal some designs from the cat.
Yeah, when it's all said and done, some funding cut it. You know, they lost some funds. Ended up costing more than they thought it would. Also, did
it work? Did the Thief of the River work?
Well, Colombino is the name of the guy that was actually put in charge of physically making it. Da Vinci designed the whole idea and engineered it. This was the guy
that was the construction manager, if you will. Yes. Project manager.
This was originally supposed to be one single branch from the river, one canal.
Right, we just reroute it one way and we got control the rest of the way.
He thought that it would be cheaper and faster and more efficient in the long run, Colombino, this construction guy.
Right, to branch it off.
Make it into two canals that were separated by a thin dirt wall that would just be eroded over time when the river came through.
Yeah, naturally.
It would take less work.
Not thinking that one through, right?
Yeah. The whole thing washed out. All of it. Everything that was made was washed out.
Good
and
call,
by
bro.
by that time, actually, you don't really think about it, but by that time, the people in Pisa were like, hey, those guys are trying to steal the fucking river. We should probably do something about this. So it's not like they just snuck out, and then covered the river with a painting of a river. It's covered the whole of it. They got caught. Everyone saw this. Everyone knew this. So while these people are working on this canal, they're getting shot at by bows and arrows and getting attacked by Pisans that are seen, or Paisans.
Right.
Is that what they are? Paisans?
Sure, Paisans.
They could be Paisans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're getting attacked the whole time. They don't want to be there doing this anyway.
Wow.
And then the whole thing washes out, and anything that was left of it was destroyed by Pisa. So the whole thing was wiped out. After that, Machiavelli and Da Vinci never spoke again. I mean, not out of anger or anything. They just never crossed paths.
Right, more of embarrassment.
Yeah, I don't even know if that was a factor. They just kind of went along their way and did what they were going to do. After this, though, the Florentine government did get overrun. And I believe it was by a foreign king. I don't think it was the Cesare Borgia guy I was talking about earlier.
Right.
He wanted to. But I don't think that's what happened. I think it was maybe the French king, maybe King Louis, that came and overtook Florence. Apparently, Machiavelli had a big problem with that guy. So he also had a big problem with Borgia. So he left for about a year or so, just kind of put himself in exile, and that's when he wrote The Prince.
Nice.
His masterpiece. And I have read it. I read it a long time ago, and it's great. It's fucking dry. It's really dry. But if you're interested in strategy, in politics, and it's not underhanded, it's just straightforward. This is how you can do this.
Oh, shit. I'm going to have to look into that.
It's very interesting. Yeah, read The Prince. It's great. It's short, too. It's very short.
Neat.
It's a hell of a lot more entertaining than The Art of War.
So they did pull off the heist of the river. Even though it washed out, they still rerouted it, and
nah, it didn't make a dent.
It didn't work at all.
Yeah.
So
it was more like a mud hole that they made.
This is a failed Da Vinci attempt.
Well, it depends on how you look at it. This was probably the birth of redneck four-wheelers. They made a mud hole to the side of the Argo River. Suddenly, people with camouflage hats and neck beards started showing up with vehicles with wheels that were way too small, with drivetrains that were much under-equipped. And they started to plow through this motherfucker. And you know where it goes.
I got Tomcat over here just loving on me. Tomcat, what are you doing?
All right, well, before I get sickened completely by this show of affection.
Should we
Tom,
wrap this up here? Should we wrap this up?
Tom is the These Effing Heroes mascot.
Tom Kitty. Oh, who's a good kitty?
I think we might have to make a logo out of
We're
that.
gonna get some
Sir
pictures
Tom.
of the Tom Kitty. Tom Kitties. Kitties of
Suburban
Instagram or kitties of Twitter or some shit. We finna bring you that segment.
We don't sponsor any of those. And we have nothing
Tomcat's
to do
finna
with any of
sponsor
those.
that.
But that was a story. DaVinci once tried and could possibly have succeeded in stealing a river. And that would have changed the course of history, I
Ain't
think.
that something?
The course of
Vinci and
merchant
Machiavelli
trade.
fucking hooking up.
Pretty incredible.
Dope.
So we're about to go to break here in a minute, but stick around. Because, I'm asking you to do that because you don't have to. Because as I said before, and I'll say it again, you know it because you're listening, this part of the show, Act 2, this is a completely separate download than the whole show itself.
Woo!
If you don't like us as people, you don't need to hear us. You don't need to hear what we've been doing and what we think about things. We provided this story, and if you love history and crazy things that happen,
Woo!
then you can hear that. You can hear that by itself.
Tom Kissy
All we're
Kissy.
doing is narrating. But find us on Instagram, Hell Rodrigo, also Twitter. We got These Effing
Soon
Guys.
gonna be the Facebook and
No
shit.
apostrophe. These Effing Guys on Instagram. Twitter coming soon. We're going to take a break. Hit us up. Let us know what you think. See you next time.